So, James Charles just dropped $100,000 on a video. And honestly, it might go down as one of the most expensive content fails in beauty YouTube history. That's right, he poured six figures into this huge production to reintroduce his new Artistry palette, a relaunch of his infamous Morphe collab, and the internet. Yeah, it didn't exactly give him the comeback moment he was hoping for. Between the video being taken down on TikTok, his public meltdown, and throwing major shade at Morphe, this whole thing feels like a wild blend of business drama, platform chaos, and peak James Charles energy. And honestly, we need to talk about it, because James, he is spiraling in real time and documenting every second. So let's rewind. James has been hyping this launch for weeks, hinting that he was finally taking back what's his after years of tension with Morphe, the brand that helped launch his palette empire, and, according to him, still owes him $2.2 million. Yes, million. Back in late 2023, he straight up called them out on social, posting, "Me watching everyone post about their old James Charles palettes, meanwhile, Morphe still owes me $2.2 million. Fans immediately rallied behind him in the comments, some telling him to sue, others saying they'd never shop Morphe again. But James, he said it's basically hopeless, because Morphe filed for bankruptcy. Not that it stopped them from continuing to post on socials, launch new products, and reappear in stores under new ownership. James, of course, couldn't resist dragging them again, saying, "This sounds like you're setting, miss. This sounds like you owe me $2.2 million, you stupid. Stop advertising and pay me." Subtle? Not exactly. Entertaining? Absolutely. Fast forward to this week, James goes live teasing his biggest video ever, one he's been working on for 2 years. And before the premiere even hits, he's already nervous. Like, visibly scared, shaky voice, nervous laughter, telling fans, "I really hope you like this. I spent $100,000 on it." It was the launch video for his new painted palette, a not-so-secret rebrand of his original Morphe hit. And the video? It's high production. Picture this: James breaking into a museum, snatching his old Morphe palette, and replacing it with his new one. Symbolism? Check. Budget? Blew it. Drama? Oh, just wait. The YouTube version went live without issue, but TikTok? That's where it all fell apart. James uploaded the same cinematic ad, and boom, it got taken down, deleted, gone. Apparently, TikTok flagged it for using music longer than a minute, even though James says he legally licensed the song. So now, this expensive, professionally edited cinematic rollout is totally muted. And James, he loses it. "I'm crashing right now. TikTok should be banned." And in typical James Charles fashion, he doesn't just say it once, he films multiple TikToks about it, reposts the video with generic copyright-free music, and spirals into rant mode. He reminded fans again and again and again that he spent $100,000 on this one video. He said it took 4 months to make. He said it had 250,000 views and 70,000 likes within minutes. And then, poof, gone. That's a hard L, even for someone who built his brand on shock value and virality. But here's where it gets even more Jamesy. The video before this massive $100K production was literally him revealing that he just bought a $160,000 Mercedes Maybach SUV. Yes, the man begged fans to support his expensive project right after casually flexing about getting his windows tinted and doing a full car wrap on a luxury vehicle. And people noticed. The comment sections were brutal. Like, "Sir, how are we supposed to feel bad for your video being taken down when you just dropped more money on a car than the entire cost of your campaign?" And still, the video isn't the only thing that flopped. The timing of this relaunch? Questionable at best. James is barely out of his latest scandal. Literally last month, people were dragging him across the internet again for his behavior. And yet here he is, pretending like none of that ever happened. He's relaunching his palette, recreating the magic of 2018, and hoping people will forget everything in between. But the internet has a long memory. The comments are still flooded with reminders of his controversies, questions about accountability, and people asking why anyone would buy a palette from someone who hasn't fully addressed the things he's been called out for. And listen, back when the original Morphe palette dropped, James was that girl in the beauty world. Lines around the block, fans crying at meet and greets. The Morphe store launches were basically red carpets. But that era, it's long gone. The beauty guru boom has fizzled, audiences are more critical, and influencer loyalty, not what it used to be. Recreating that moment in 2024 is almost impossible. And while James was clearly hoping this relaunch would recapture that lightning-in-a-bottle energy, the reality is, times have changed, and so has his audience. But one thing that hasn't changed: James Charles's confidence. He's still pushing forward, still posting through the backlash, still relaunching, rebranding, and reminding everyone that he's here to stay, whether people like it or not. And while you can respect the hustle, it's hard to ignore how disconnected his messaging feels. Begging fans to support your 100K vision while flexing your brand new Maybach? Not exactly relatable. And maybe that's why this whole relaunch feels off. Because James Charles isn't just fighting Morphe or TikTok, he's fighting to stay relevant in a space that's moved on. So, where does that leave him? A new palette, a muted ad, a lot of drama, and a whole lot of money spent trying to reclaim a crown that's now sitting in a different kingdom. But if we've learned anything about James, it's that he'll keep going. He'll relaunch again. He'll clap back. He'll make more videos, more TikToks, more emotional live streams, and somehow, people will keep watching. Whether it's support or hate clicks, he knows how to get the views. That's the latest in the ongoing James Charles saga, from the $100,000 video takedown to calling out Morphe, again, flexing his luxury car and trying to reclaim his old beauty guru throne. What do you think? Is this the start of a new era or a desperate rebrand? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And to stay updated daily on the wildest moments in celebrity and influencer culture, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching!